So it's the quarterfinals of the Euro Conference League, that third-rate European Conference division thing. But we want to win it, and to win it, we've got to beat Olympiakos first. Roll the intro. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2021, where we've updated the camera a little bit. You know, I might look a little bit orange now. I'm not going for the Trump look. It's just sort of some of the settings that I think I've set. I don't know. Maybe I come across a little bit more clearer. Who knows? We've also got the power of Mickey Mouse supporting us as we take on Olympiakos. And we're starting looking at the under-19s because I've been doing a bit of a deep dive into what I want to do in the transfer window. I feel like to progress with Maribor, we need to be planned for the present and the future. And we've got quite a good number of youngsters in our academy. And this is basically how I'm taking it for next season, is that we don't need to sign a centre-back because we've got Metsuin. Obviously, it depends on who we sell, but Metsuin can step up to be a backup. He's looking very good. We don't need to sign a central midfielder because Sasa Koller, who we mentioned in a previous episode, is going to be coming through the youth ranks, and we want to give him some game time when he's a professional, when he's 17, and then he can start playing for the senior team. We've got Charles and Felipe Francisco, who are two players in the youth team as well, who have now been here for quite a few seasons. So, I mean, they've still got 2,834 days left until they're not classed as foreigners, but yeah, it doesn't matter. We're still going to try and get them involved. Tanel Milanda is he's a bit of a, I don't even know how to describe him. He burst on the scene, 2 goals, 2 assists in 7 games when we got to the end of the season last year. He's played 1 appearance recently, got a 6.4, didn't really impress. No one wants to take him on loan, but I feel like there's something there in a really good player. So we're going to try and give him a few more games next year as well. Then you've got Flavio and Rodrigo, who are out on loan. You've got Charles, who we've talked about. Paulo Ruggiero as well. Centre-back, I don't know. This coaching staff seem to think he's going to be as good, if not better, than Diego Lietti. But I'm not completely sold on that. And then you have Simic as well, who we haven't touched on, but is looking pretty positive. Out on loan at Celje and getting a few bits of game time in the Premier League with them. So, yeah, who knows? He may be able to come back as well and help us at centre-back. But one thing I have noticed is that if we sort by position, we're very low on left midfielders. Strikers, we've got quite a lot. None of them are really standout. Milanda is probably the best, although Gordon Compara has some good stats, or attributes. I just don't feel like he's ever going to really cut it. I feel like he could be as good as he's going to get. And Alexandre Renner, he's just not a striker. He just doesn't have the attributes to be a good, consistent striker. So, yeah, I feel like, I don't know, we've obviously got a new income coming in next season as well that we'll keep an eye on. Our youth academy is getting better. Our youth prospects are getting better. But I'm not going to go out and just sign young players for the sake of it. I want to give the good young players who've got the club a chance to actually show that they can do it. And I feel like we've recruited well with youngsters in recent seasons, and we need to actually give them a chance to sort of flourish. So that's the youth stuff that I was talking around. Now, if we look at the senior squad, it's looking pretty good, pretty healthy. I think we may sell one of our senior centre-backs, probably Zalatel, because he's the one that's getting a little bit complaining about first-team appearances. Although he is very good, he's actually not playing. He's never been like a 30-game-a-season centre-back for us when we've had him. He's always been this sort of 17 to 20 sort of game. So it'll be interesting to see what we do with him. Schneiderlin's going to be released on a free, which means we'll probably need to look at maybe a midfielder coming up. As we said, Koller hopefully will be 17 by next season, and he can take that spot. Musilowski's joining on a free. Our coaching staff have now completely flipped reverse on Matko and are now saying he's actually not good enough to be at the club, so we might as well not give him a new contract and try and cash in, which I'm not against, to be honest. I think there's better players out there that we can get. Daniel is class, absolutely brilliant. I'm going to hope we can keep him to lead the line next season as well. Little bit worried that some coaches are saying that he has injury proneness. Now, it hasn't really come to the forefront too much. Like, he's had a couple of bruised ankles, but nothing too much really in terms of how much we've seen. So I'm hoping that it's not too much of an issue and doesn't come too much. I also don't like the fact that he's a right-footed left winger or striker that likes to run with the ball down the right. Doesn't make sense. So we are going to go into training, and we are going to... I need to remember how to do this. Is it advice? Is it under advice? I'm monitoring group 1. No, not worried about that. Draw your attention to the fact that Atara and Victor have a good partnership, play well together in attacking areas. Excellent. Spoons playing at a high level. How do you request? I used to know how to do this. Oh, additional focus. Can we ask him to? No, it's... Is it in the training report? I want to do that thing where you say, hey, I think you should learn another trait. Advice? No. Praise player? No. It's in training. I swear it's in training. I swear it's somewhere in here. I'm just not... Discuss new trait. That's what I'm... Actually, what I want to do is tell him to not... I think it would come under a tactical thing. I would like you to start coaching Daniel to stop dribbling down the right flank. That makes sense. I'll action it immediately. Good. So we're going to try and get rid of that as well. I think with his finishing and a little bit of a lack of composure, might try and get him to power it, shoot with power as well, because obviously higher composure means you should place the ball and you make better decisions. Actually, what's his decisions making? 12. Yeah, I'm probably going to say let's just lever the ball as hard as we can at goal, and that would be quite useful. Anyway, so I'm doing this very properly in terms of reviewing the squad and seeing what we've got, where we need to improve, and how much is happening. And it's I think it's going to bear a lot of fruits, and I would recommend you do this quite a lot in your save as well if you've got a long-term save with one club, and see how it goes. But schedule-wise, since the result against Zurich in the second knockout round, we drew 1-1 with Olympiana. Olympiana? That's not a team. Olympia Ljubljana is what I'm trying to say. We drew 1-1 with Olympia Ljubljana. We beat Selj 3-1, and we beat Tabor Cezana 1-0. Now, this fixture congestion is insane. We're playing Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Sunday, and then we do get a bit of a break to play the return leg. So I basically rested everybody in this Tabor Cezana game. So we won 1-0, which is good. As you can see, Joel Pereira, backup goalkeeper, played. Kubila, a young right back who stepped up really well, 18 years old, 6.97 after 12 appearances. He stepped up and is playing quite well at right back when we need him to. Zalatel and Bejga, backup centre backs, played. Bejga got the goal from a free kick and headed in at the back post. Clement Sturm came in at left back. Matko started at right wing. Elsnik started in the middle, and then we had Santos, Vankas, Meja, and Milander. And then on the bench. And I put a tweet out asking, is there a way to track to see how many youth players you've given debuts to? Because I can't find it anywhere. I don't think it is. And I think that would be quite a useful stat to track, to be honest. But we gave an appearance to Abu Boateng, the guy we picked up on a free. Another one who I think will transition into the first team next season. Really annoys me that it doesn't go back to the page I was already on, or the result I was on. Thomas Horvath got his debut. Someone I don't think has got too much of a potential future at the club, but I wanted to really give some of the youngsters a go. Bicalo, who we sort of know, and he gets a bit of game time here and there. And then Alan Grajfner, which I don't think is a very Slovenian name. I feel like I need to pronounce it to be like Norwegian or Scandinavian. Grajfner. But yeah, again, someone who's probably not going to make the grade ultimately. But I like giving young players their debuts, and it's worked out well in the past. So yeah, we went with it, and we're sticking with it. And some people step up, like Kubila. Major had a bad game, but he has actually been playing a lot better recently. Mateus Santos has come in and done well. Milander generally has done well. That's his first appearance this season, and it's not gone well brilliantly. But as we get towards the back end of the season, I'd say probably this run of games here, like the last league games, we should have the league wrapped up by then. And I'd feel like we're going to be bringing through those youth players then. In fact, I know I was just looking at the under-19s, but I do want to look. He's 16. When is he 17? 30th of the 10th. Oh, it's quite a way away, actually. It's quite a way away. Anyway, we've been chatting enough about that. Let's go into Olympiakos. I kind of feel like we shouldn't be too worried about them. They don't have too much about them. They do play a 4-2-3-1, which is a good formation on Football Manager this year. They have had some decent results, obviously beating Lille 5-1 away, but they then lost 2-0 at home. So it's all been a bit of a mix. They've not really had any sort of tough game until Lille, and they annihilated them and then got sort of annihilated. So I just don't know what to make of it. They've been in the Euro Cup 2 the whole way. They're not going to be... I'm just sort of thinking they shouldn't be brilliant. If they were better, they wouldn't be in the Euro Cup, would they? They'd be playing at a higher level. So, key player is Pepe in central midfield. Looks all right. Don't know too much about him. They don't have a hot prospect. They've got Jose Sarr still, who's still there as a goalkeeper. A good little player. Pepe is the captain as well as the key player. Their top goal scorer was a right winger, I think. Al-Arabi. Central midfielder and striker Al-Arabi. Lacking physically, so I think we should be able to bully him off the ball. Kumic is their second top scorer, left wing, right winger. Again, looks like he's... You can't see it all, but it looks like he's going to be able to be bullied off the ball. So hopefully we can make something happen. Now, our league formation has been doing very well for us, and we're going to stick with it in the league. But now that we're back into the Europe, we are going to go for it. Away from home, we're going to go and try and get some away goals. Karius is going to go in goal. Still wanted by New York, but they won't make a bid for him. Matos comes in at right back as per usual, and then we go Stojanovic and Diego Lietti. Bricalo at left back. In the Mazzala role will be... Now, who do I want to put there? Probably will be Luizao. And then... Now, the problem we have is we're going to go Timmy Elsnik. But Otara suspended for this game. So Santos may get the nod. I think Santos is going to get the nod behind the striker. On the right-hand side will be Misalowski. Santos will get the nod. And then we'll go with... I'm going to trust Van Kass for this one. Yeah, I'm going to trust Van Kass. I could put Daniel out there and put Zahovic up front, but I'm going to go for Daniel's pace and see how that goes. Zahovic on the bench. We'll go Matko on the bench. I'm going to have to put Schneiderlin on the bench. Bejga. Joel Pereira. 2 more places left. We'll go Sturm. And then we'll put on Marco Brest as well, because he gives us a little bit more utility cover and can sit in this attacking midfield role if needs be. So that's how we're going to line up. Let's get into the game and see how we do. So we're playing very fluid attacking football in this formation. It's slightly different to how we play in the league, where we actually compress our lines. We don't go and press all the time. So we're going to point the finger and say... The least I expect is a result to give us a chance in the second leg. A few of them didn't like that. A few of them did not like that, but we will crack on through with it. Both teams coming in good form. They're a good team. We relish the challenge to match them. What's the thing of the sudden change in tactical style? It's a decision that our coaching staff have worked on. So there you go. They've drawn 1-3, lost 1, all in the Euro Cup because we can't see their league form. And here we come with 1 win, 2 draws, and then another 2 wins. So I'm hoping that the chopping and changing between formations for Europe and the league doesn't actually hinder us too much. But they've picked up a booking straight away, and PSV and Tottenham has gone flying off 1-1 early doors. I'm quite looking forward to seeing who gets knocked out in that, because it should make our path easier, because we play the winner of that tie. So, yeah, we're going to have to beat the best to win this competition, or beat the best in this competition to win it anyway. So, 20 minutes gone. It's been pretty dire, to be honest. We've had 2 shots, none on target. They've had 1 shot, 1 on target. 0.04 XG for them and 0.2 for us. It's been pretty rubbish. But here is Timmy Elsnik with the corner. Swings it in. Header at the near post is cleared away. Elsnik will give it back to Luizao. He shoots! He scores! It's an away goal! Luizao gets it. And he puts us 1-0 up in what has been a really rubbish game. But Luizao, the big man we signed for the big moments, has performed very well. Elsnik puts it in. It's a good header away at the near post. And Elsnik picked it back up, just passed it easily into Luizao. Wasn't really tracked, and then beat the keeper at the near post. And Sarr in goal will be very disappointed with that one. But I'm not. 1-0 up. So goal kick, is it? It might be an offside because it's just inside his box as Sarr gets away. That's a really poor kick and it's going to be played into Daniel. He's got the pace. Daniel's through and goal. Oh, side netting. He didn't really have any support in the box to cut it back to anyone else. But 5 shots, just the one on target for us is the one that's given us the goal. Let's keep the praise up. Let's try and keep them happy just before we get into half-time so we can keep that morale up as we get into the half-time spot. Bracalo into Pozeg Vankas. Back to Bracalo. Elsnik over the top link for Daniel. Again, he's got him behind. This time he does have people in the box to support him. One of them's Vankas. First shot was blocked. Second one's in. 2 away goals. I knew we had nothing to worry about. The Olympiakos fans will be kicking right off at this point as we celebrate in front of them. 2-0 up. And Daniel with good pace running into the channel off the back of the defender. Laid it back. The first one was a good block from the defender, but the keeper had committed. 2-0. And we should be cruising into this. Wow. No, hang on. Calm down. I'm not going to say we should be cruising into the semi-final, although I have just said that. But outstretched arms, very pleased. Keep it going. No subs at half-time. Crack on into the second half. Throw in for Olympiakos in their own half. But it's up to Pepe. Markovic. Back to Nicholas. Markovic goes long with it, and it's poor. Easy for Lietti to intercept. Bracalo brings it forward. Picked up that early yellow card. So we do have Sturm on the bench. We may look to just secure 11 men on the pitch. As Daniel's in, it's 3-0. Let's make the change now because we might as well not risk it at all. So we can bring Clement Sturm on. And that is 3-0. That is 3 away goals. And we've only just started the second half. We are probably going to be replacing Tottenham, which is going to be a massive game in this club's history as Tutu Fotso puts it in. And you sort of got to think, win the semi-final. You got to sort of make us favourites, I would say, if we can do that. But obviously Tottenham at the moment would still be favourites of the whole competition. Don't get me wrong. So 20 minutes to go. We're going to look at potentially just saving some legs. Musolowski is looking tired, so he can come off and be replaced by Matko on that side. A straight swap as we are here for a highlight. Stefan's there. Great save from Karius. He does have his moments of pulling off good saves. I'm worried he's going to have a brain fart in the Tottenham game if we get there and if we play Tottenham because it's going to be a big match. Long throw in. It's cleared away really well. As Matko picks this one up. He's still going down the right-hand side. Lays that back to Matos. Matos easily robbed by Stefan, who clears it away up to Reg Menage, and no one's going towards him. He's not got too much support, so he shoots. It's poor. And, 15 minutes to go. 3-0 up. It's pretty easy. So Timmy Elsnik's race is run. Schneidlin comes on to replace him just to give us that little bit of security in midfield. Elsnik was looking a little bit tired, so Schneidlin can come on as a long throw in. Keeper claims it well. Jose Sarr, probably the best thing he's done all game, if that's not a little bit harsh. As a long kick forward is won at the back by us. Matko into Mateos Santos. Stojanovic. Matko again. Oh no, Matos into Matko. Matko shoots bottom corner. Goal. 4-0. Is it done and dusted? I think it might be. We're going to drop to balance. We'll watch this again. It was a good goal. Stojanovic over to Matos, who had pushed up heavily, into Matko. Matko, great touch, committed the goalkeeper and just stuck it past him in off the inside of the post. Lovely, lovely stuff. We're going to go balanced. We're going to time waste a lot. And lovely stuff. Let's just see this out. Thank you. And there it is, a 4-0 win, a demolition of Olympiakos in their own backyard. As it was brilliant. I don't know why I pointed the finger and said, that was really special, but I did, and they loved it. So what a result. I can't believe it. I'm absolutely buzzing, says Anita Kumpada. Brilliant stuff. And, well, we'll be back for the second leg, as I've been offering out lots of people and cancelled lots of trials of people that aren't ever going to make it at the club. Okay, so we're back for the second leg. Ended up Tottenham winning 3-1, so you'd think they're probably going to go through. Braga look in a good position at 2-0. Krasnodar 1-0, and obviously we won 4-0, so it should be a bit of an easy second leg, to be honest. In between, we beat Tabzon Cezana again, 1-0 again, playing our asymmetric formation. We rotated the team completely again. Schneidlin missed a penalty, which is never going to endear yourself when you're already sort of on the cusp of knowing you're not going to get a new contract. And again, we called up lots of youngsters to get an appearance. So Felipe Francisco came on for the last 5 minutes, as did 3 other players. So Grafner again, Kovac came on at left wing, and Matic Oblak as well, just to try and see, try and give them experience, because as I said, we're caning the league, so we might as well use it to our advantage and see what youngsters can come through and do a job. So we're into the second leg. I was thinking about going back to the low block because we've got not too much to do, but we beat them so easily in the first leg. We may as well just stick with a winning formula against a team like this. So Matos will come in at right back again. We've rested everybody, so you'll know the lineup by now. Liete in there, Bracalo's in there. Sturm got injured, so he's not going to play. Not that he'd play anyway. Louis out, Elsnik. So we've got Utara back for this one. So Musalowski on the right, Utara in behind, and Vankas on the left. If you're wondering where the Japanese guy is, he wasn't registered in time for the Europa League, or the Europa 2 Conference League, whatever it's called. He wasn't registered in time, so that's why he isn't being picked for this. He is getting played in the league and is doing reasonably well. I'd prefer to see him do a little bit better. But he's not doing too bad. Right, Matko on the bench. Let's go for Bejga. We'll go for Joel Pereira. We'll put Kubler on there again. And this time let's whack Major on there as a backup striker. So we're going to go with the 4-2-3-1. We're going to go attacking. We're going to try and wrap up this tie nice and early, get some goals, and hopefully get through to a semi-final where we'll be playing probably Spurs, which is a bit annoying. So yes, go and do it for the pundits, apparently. Been banging in the goals in the Euro Cup. We're going to have to pay attention to him. He's been reigning supreme at the back, not when we've been scoring. He's only 18. Let's give him a scout. He's only 18, so we'll give him a scout. We're focused on what we can do as a team rather than what they can do. So obviously, they had a very good result away at Lille, so they must be a team better suited to playing away from home. But a 4-0 win with 4 away goals, you'd like to think it's pretty sewn up, wouldn't you? I think. I'd like to see the odds on Olympiakos. As Daniel's intercepted that, he's going to completely outpace that centre-back that they said was brilliant. Daniel's in. It's a really good block from Tesouris. Fires it back across. Louis Al's beaten in the air. Bracalo picks it up, and nothing really happens. I think because of the last game and how far we are in front at 4-0 with 4 away goals, have I not mentioned that already? And the fact that we did all the chat around the team and what I'm looking for in the summer and things like that, we'll come back just for the goals. Well, and the first goal has gone to Olympiakos. Vasilil Surilis makes it 4-1 on aggregate after 26 minutes as Buchalakis puts it into Pepe. Pepe dinks it through to Schindler. Lovely ball there from the captain, and Schindler just cuts it across. Karius sort of didn't know whether to come or go. It wasn't the best mark from Stojanovic. I'm not too worried. 4-1, 25 minutes gone. It's their first shot in the game, so they've not really had anything of note. As we'll just stick with this highlight as I'm already talking. Musalowski comes forward with it. He's got Bracalo on the left into Vankas, back to Musalowski. Musalowski shoots. It's 1-1. They had a lead for about 34 seconds, I think it was, as Musalowski makes it 1-1, 5-1 on the day, and this is superb. Musalowski going on a little run, tried to dink it into Vankas. He got tackled by Markovic, back to Musalowski, fires it past the keeper, and that keeper has been terrible over 2 legs. So Olympiakos actually playing it around quite nicely here. I was going to say, we're either going to nick it and go and get a goal ourselves, or they're going to make it 2-1, and Daniel's in, and well, Jose Sarr, I was just belittling him, but he's actually made a very, very good save there. As we head towards half-time, we've had 8 shots, 4 on target. They've had a 1 on target, and it's gone in. So you can argue they've played better. PSV have scored. So PSV need 1 more goal, and they go through, I think. So that is very, very interesting. Into the dressing room we go. I'm just going to outstretch my arms and say, please keep it up. There's no reason to say anything else. But scores on the doors. 2-0 away, Salzburg winning. I think that puts them through. Feyenoord, I think that means they've equalled it up against Krasnodar. PSV are 1-0 up. And as I said, that only means they need 1 more goal to go through. So Tottenham will be having a bit of squeaky bum time as Otara fires in the free kick. Oh, he doesn't just fire it in. He belts it. I mean, he scored. He scored a wonderful free kick. Well done, Brahim Otara. Absolutely superb. 10 goals for the season for him. Oh, it can't be long until someone follows the path for Nguisen and comes in and just pays his release fee, because he is superb for us. Absolutely brilliant. As we've got half an hour to go, 2-1 up, 6-1 on aggregate. It's done, easy. So Bracalo's injuries got the better of him. He's going to be replaced by Bejga in just a second. He's still on the pitch. Weirdly, he's still on the pitch there, but on the bottom bit here, it obviously says Bejga has come on, but Yeah, Bracalo's injury is getting worse, according to my assistant manager. That's outside the box. That's outside the box. No need to go to VAR. Don't run to the screen. I can see it from here. It's outside the box. If that's given as inside the box, it's sacrilege, and the VAR man should be sacked, as should the referee, because that was definitely outside the box. It's definitely a free kick. Don't worry about it. No need to review it. There you go. I mean, I saw it with my own eyes. So obvious. So the other fullback has now got injured. Matos as well. So Kubler comes on to replace him, so a very big time for the youngster. We've also brought on Marco Brest in attacking midfield, dropped Utara back to Mazzala and Luizao as the playmaker. But we're going to see this out. 10 minutes to go. And we're not just going to see it out, we're going to make it even better. It's an OG for Leonidas Antonakis, and he's had a bit of a mare, really. I don't know how much he could do about it. It's pinball. It's a pinball goal. Brahima Utara puts it in. Their defender misses it. Their other defender boots it right against him, and it goes in, and I feel sorry for them. 3-1 down, 7-1 on aggregate. It's a quarter-final. They should be more competitive, to be honest. And there we have it. We're into the semi-final. I don't know who we're playing yet. We'll have to go and have a look-see. Yeah, it was a cracking goal. Bad day in front of goal. Look, he contributed. Doesn't matter. He contributed. So... Who? Anderlecht have beaten Napoli. Anderlecht are on fire. They're into the semi-finals of the Europa League. Brilliant stuff. Fenerbahce lost to Shakhtar. AZ beat Porto. And Milan beat Kiev. You'd probably say Milan are probably the favourites to go and win the Europa League. Now, as we win, and Matos is injured for 3 to 4 weeks. That's going to be a killer. That's going to be really tough. It's either going to be Bejga or the youngster that comes in and plays. Bracalo's out for 5 to 8 days. That's not too bad. And we get PSV. PSV knocked out Tottenham. Oh my word. Do not underestimate PSV. They won 2-0 at home. That away goal at White Hart, or the new White Hart Lane, or the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, sorry, was absolutely crucial. And they go through 2-0. I mean, I'm expecting to lose. PSV are a class outfit. They're a very good team. They've got Mario Götze, which is ridiculous, who's actually playing up front in some sort of false 9, I would imagine, because he's not going to have much pace. But yeah, they're going to have a good team. They're going to have a very good team. I'm hoping that we've got, I don't know, maybe the low block counter comes out in the first leg, or the away leg anyway. So we'll have to wait and see. When's that been drawn? It's not too far away. That will be the next episode. Only one game in between. And then we'll come back for the semi-final of a European competition, which is incredible. Let me know in the comments, do we play the low block? Do we play the counter away from home and then go and attack in the second leg? Or do we stick with our attacking mentality and positivity, which has been working really well up until this point? Let me know down below. But we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm loving this series, loving everything about the channel at the moment. We're around about 182 people away from 5,000 subscribers, which is massive. So if you are enjoying it, please do leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.